here's another interesting thing that seems to have come back. Is the name of the Washington Commanders, formerly known as the Washington football team, formerly known as the Washington Redskins, and it's been a while since I've said that name, and it feels weird coming out of my mouth, but here we are. There's a petition that came out from the Native American Guardian Association, and they've had a petition signed to reclaim the name of the Redskins, and they have over 80,000 people that have signed the petition. You can find the entire article over at Fox News. Native American group calls on Commanders to rename Team Redskins, cannot erase history. Where are you when you hear this conversation?
It means absolutely nothing here. Let's be completely real here. Petitions mean jack, you know what here. You cannot use a petition to get a private-owned business like a football team to go and change their team name. That's just not going to happen. And it's an argument that we need to just stop having. It's to the point, Commanders is stupid. And the new owners, the potential new owners said that they're going to change the team name. It's not going to be the Redskins, everyone. I hate to break it to you. It'll be something a little bit different here. I personally think they should have stuck with Washington Football Team because everyone did enjoy that name. Well, most people did because just for the pure, the pure jokes and memes that kind of came out. It's like, it's a generic football team. I like it. Let's go with it. But just we're back on this again, and every time this comes out, there's those people on the Facebook like, I stand with the Redskins. I stand with the Redskins. If we remember, this was the NBA Finals I forget when, in the early 2010s, where they ran an ad basically saying Redskin to a Native American is like the N-word towards black people here. It's like, you really want to go and make that your team name here. We're not going to have the Washington N-words, come on. It's just the way we're going here. And again, I'm a white man. Not exactly my point to go and talk about, what other people might perceive as a racist comment here. But just when something like that just seems offensive and has the history of being offensive there, it does not make sense to me. The times have moved on. We see this with the Cleveland Guardians now. They don't be the Cleveland Indians. We've seen so many mascots that, that was of a Native American, chief or something like that being retired here. And it's just, we're at the point now where it's like, we're still doing this. We're still doing this. We're still trying for this. Come on, NAGA. What does that sound like? I mean, I don't know when this group originated, but, for all we know, this was a plant made by, some other people here. There's my little conspiracy theory hat. I will take it right back off because I think most conspiracy theories are pretty stupid. But we're at the point now where it's just like, we need to just move on from this. Like, come on, we're going to go back in time, really? There was so much controversy to change that team name that you really ultimately think they're going to change it back to that team name. We saw people got fired, over those comments here. Dan Snyder changed that team name to cover his ass. And you think it's just going to go back to that again here? Everyone in this business has skeletons in their closet. They do not want to go and open up another can of worms there by bringing just this team name back. Because as we learned, it'll always come back to bite you when the flash and flare goes. But no, we're not going to have Washington Redskins. This petition is going to mean nothing. And this is where my petition comes in. To prove to all of you, petitions mean nothing. Go petition.org. I believe I have started a petition. It is to change the Green Bay Packers name from the Green Bay Packers to the Green Bay Poopy Pants. Let's see if we can get more signatures than this bring back the Washington Redskins name. Let's go. I'm ready for it.
Now, while I 100% agree with the Green Bay Poopy Pants petition, and I will second it, and I will also make sure it gets certified, ratified, and passed through Congress, the interesting thing I've always thought about the days of the Redskins and even the Seminoles and any of these teams throughout history that have had, like the Cleveland Indians at the time, that have had both native tribes fight for and fight against keeping the name, has always interest and piqued my fandom and my thoughts as a Latino. There are a lot of teams called the Aztecs, right? And I've never felt like they're depicted as savages. But again, it is just using a race of people that were annihilated by Spaniards, by all these different types of circumstances. And I've never taken offense to it, but I can see how somebody could take offense of your people being used as a mascot, even though you no longer exist. The existence comes through lineage and not through day-to-day life and interaction. Then you think about the Fighting Irish. Just how different putting the word fighting and the way it's embraced by its fandom. So I do understand both aspects of the people that it impacts, the people of that race, that religion, whatever the context may be. What I find offensive is the peanut gallery getting in on it, the billionaires who get to profit off of it and don't support reservations, that don't support the people that they are using as emblems, as club monikers. And I think that's where fans and the people that are impacted can meet in the middle and find something that, if you're a Blackhawks fan, you love that logo. You hold that logo and cherish it. And if actual Indigenous people who are also fans of hockey, or don't have to be, and just want their heritage to be respected, there should be a happy medium there. You should be able to meet in the middle, because you can evolve your love. Your love can grow. It should be able to evolve, just like you as a person. And you should be able to acknowledge your favorite team's history, what it's trying to represent, and what these people are trying to represent by their message. There is a place for both. And I think that's what makes sports great, because we see it on the field all the time. We should see it off the field. Dev, you want to take us home?
And we would love to know your thoughts as this story continues to develop. So tweet us. We're at Sports Cubicle TV. For the marvelous one, Dan Marver. For Paul Chivari, for future Dr. Mike Mercado, I'm Devin Tingle.